Okay, we are going to bring back something that we haven't done here in a while here on the Ben Shapiro Show. It's something we used to do a long time ago. The fact is that for years and years and years, there's been an infusion of left-wing political bias into children's literature. And so a few years ago, we used to do something on this show that we liked to call Uncle Ben's SJW Storytime. Alrighty, folks. So today on Uncle Ben's SJW Storytime, we'll be reading you a book that your school libraries will probably be having a drag queen read to your book. Read to your children. It's very important that you see the kind of crap that is read to your kids during SJW Storytime. So here we go. Today's book is a story by The Changemakers. It is titled The Courage to Be Truly Free, Coco's Blueprint for Self-Revival. And of course, this whole thing is about how we're going to turn the frickin' zebras gay. Yeah, that's actually what this book is about. So here we go. The Courage to Be Truly Free. It's dedicated to overcoming legislation like the Florida Parental Rights and Education Act, the Don't Say Gay Bill, which aims to silence youth in search of their identities. Now, first of all, it's published by the Alliance for LGBTQ, WYX, Happy Face Emoji Youth. I love that their entire goal is to find youth, help youth find their identities. You know what's the easiest thing in the world to find your identity? Because you're living it right now, it's you. Congratulations, we found it. Also, the actual hard thing to do is to civilize children and provide them rules, roles, and responsibilities. Okay, but that's not what this book is about. It's about yelling at Ron DeSantis. So this is a book that is now being provided to public schools across the nation to fight Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis. Here we go. The day was just like any other. It was a time for school and recess and play. But Coco didn't really like going to school because others were mean, especially Mule. Mule's a homophobic Republican, is Mule. That's a big problem here. Mule would say things like, "Why are you so weird?" "I'm different, okay," says the little zebra. "You can't say that here." And Coco would feel a familiar pain in their tummy. "What's wrong with me? Why do they look at me funny?" says Coco the zebra. It's all about the bullying, guys. That's really all that happens in school. The next morning, Coco awoke to a curious new friend. They were tall and spotted and could make their neck bend. Oh, it's a giraffe. "What are you doing down there all alone?" "I ran away into the great big unknown," says Zebra, "wondering if others could ever love me for me." And then Giraffe, who is genetically unrelated to Zebra, of course, says, "I love you for you. It's okay to just be." Zebra apparently has no parents to provide guidance here. After breathing and learning just what to do, Coco saw a few colored stripes shine through. Oh, Coco's a gay zebra. Oh. Coco can't just accept that zebras are not, in fact, rainbow, but that's how it works. After feeling more brave, just after dawn, they were stopped by 3 donkeys from venturing on. One is a red-hatted MAGA donkey, by the way. "Be just like us and put this clay on your skin." "No, I don't want that. I don't want to fit in." "No, it's important. No. Social responsibility. No." Coco tried to shake off the clay and met a soft-hearted elephant along the way. "Hi there, friend. Why are you looking so sad?" says glad elephant. "Someone tried to change me and it felt really bad." Yeah, you can't change children, guys. Kids should just be allowed to do whatever they want, and you shouldn't provide them with any sort of guidance at all. That's the thing about kids. You should let them eat whatever they want, study whatever they want, not go to school whenever they want, and generally be little cretins, which is what small children are. I have 3 of them. "Hey, you'll be just fine. Let's get rid of that clay." An elephant helped them rinse it away. Surrogate parents coming in. This is great. By now for Coco, things were becoming more clear until a swarm of flies buzzed by their ear. "You're different," say the flies. "You're strange. You don't belong." Coco swatted the flies and tried to stay strong. Alrighty. Hummingbird showed them a blossoming field, saying, "Let's sing some new words to help you heal." Words like, "I have purpose," and "My feelings are real." Oh, my feelings are real. Because that's the best way to teach kids, is that all of their feelings are both real and justified. Because kids are not selfish little creatures with a lot of feelings. They have really big feelings in tiny bodies and not fully developed prefrontal cortexes. But you should just tell them that their feelings are the most important thing about them. So Alpaca gave Coco their own fun. New style. They saw all the color and lit up with a smile. Oh, here comes surrogate parent Alpaca to teach the zebra to be gay. Very exciting. Confidently, Coco walked by a big waterfall, but this time, they didn't feel trapped at all. Oh, look, it's all color. It's a gay zebra. They turned the zebras. They turned the frickin' zebras. Coco thought about giraffe, elephant, and hummingbird, chicken, alpaca, and the lessons they'd learned. Breathe when you need. Never hide who you are. Listen to your own voice. When it gets dark, shine like a star. Don't be like others. Be brave and be you. Find the courage to be free. in all that you do. Yes, no limitations, authenticity, follow your own star. After gathering all these incredible tools, Coco marched with confidence right back to school. What happened to you, says Evil Mule. What are you supposed to be? Here comes the punchline. I found the courage to finally be me, the courage to stand out and be truly free. Take that, Ron DeSantis. It's a gay zebra. Yeah, folks, the sort of non-subtle messaging that you find in children's books, it's there. They're not trying to hide the ball particularly much. And then if you notice it, they're like, do you disagree with this message? I don't think that what kids actually truly need is to be free. I think what kids actually truly, I don't think kids need to find themselves. I think what kids generally need is guidance. I think they need purpose and meaning given to them by their parents and by their community. And I think that when you free kids of this, what you are actually doing is essentially unleashing a chaotic world upon them that they are not prepared to handle at all. But at least we have a children's book that yells at Ron DeSantis in the dedication. Solid stuff there. Well, folks, if this sort of indoctrination of children makes you sick, let me recommend medication. Okay? You actually need some crucial medications in your home at all times because the fact is, if there's a natural emergency or if, for example, the supply chains break, you need to make sure that the antibiotics your family needs, they're at least on hand. And this is why I use Jace Medical. One thing I don't have to worry about is having those emergency medications thanks to the Jace case. It is a pack of 5 different antibiotics you can use to treat a host of bacterial illnesses in an emergency. It's super easy to get a hold of these things, and then you just have them in your house ready to go. Get your Jace emergency medications right now because the vast majority of vital medications are going to be hard to get if the supply chain gets any worse. We actually saw some antibiotic shortages just last month. Visit jacemedical.com, take a few minutes, fill out their online form. Your information will be reviewed by a board-certified physician. Your medication will be dispensed by a licensed pharmacy at a fraction of the regular cost. Enter code BEN at checkout for a discount on your order. That's at jasemedical.com, promo code BEN. Again, jasemedical.com, promo code BEN, jacemedical.com, promo code BEN. Get all the medications you need on hand, jacemedical.com, promo code BEN. Well, I wouldn't want to employ any of the people who write books like this for children, but that is why I use ZipRecruiter to find the best employees. ZipRecruiter helps you find the most qualified people for the roles at your company fast. Right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/DailyWire. ZipRecruiter's matching technology helps find you the most qualified candidates for a wide variety of roles. See a candidate you like? You can easily send them a personal invite so they are much more likely to apply. Their user-friendly dashboard makes it easy to filter, review, and rate your candidates all from one place. See why the majority of employers count on ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within day 1. Use my exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/DailyWire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/DailyWire. ZipRecruiter is indeed the smartest way to hire. We've been using here at Daily Wire ourselves for years. It keeps our employees on their toes because who knows? They could get ZipRecruitered tomorrow. You just never know. Also, if we have an open slot, we need a better employee. ZipRecruiter makes it happen for us. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/DailyWire. Try it for yourself. It is fantastic. ZipRecruiter.com/DailyWire. I'm really sick of hearing men ramble about the evils of quote-unquote toxic masculinity. I'm really tired of it. How about defend a good version of masculinity rather than spending all your days jabbering about toxic masculinity? Now, you need a replacement theory when it comes to masculinity. If the idea is toxic masculinity is super bad and you need to replace that with something better, I don't even advocate for what the better is. Because otherwise what you're going to get is just toxic masculinity versus what, effeminacy? You need to provide an alternative for men to turn to, a set of obligations that men have, a thing for them to do in the world. So I say this because Doug Emhoff, the first lady/first gentleman of the United States government, he is married to Kamala Harris. He's the second gentleman. I'm sorry. He's out there on MSNBC during Women's History Month, condemning toxic masculinity, and this sort of crap is just so tiresome.
Can we just talk about masculinity for a moment? Has being second gentleman changed your own view of perceived gender roles or what it means to be a man?
This is something I've thought about a lot and something I've spoken about a lot. There's too much of toxicity, masculine toxicity out there, and we've kind of confused what it means to be a man, what it means to be masculine.
Can I put this out there? Where our society right now is lacking, well, the big problem, the big shortcoming is not lack of masculinity. We need more masculinity in our society. We need more good, responsible, hardworking, and masculine men in our society. We are a society that is descended into androgyny, that has decided to privilege femininity above masculinity, even for men. And this is a mistake. If you want there to be a society that values strong men, then you should incentivize strong men to be strong. You shouldn't treat it as borderline toxicity when men open doors for women. You shouldn't treat it as borderline toxicity when men say they want to provide for their wives and children. You shouldn't treat it as somehow an infringement on female prerogatives for men to want to get ahead in the workplace. Like what we have done in our society is we have taken away all the responsibilities from men. And then when men get angry, then we label it toxic masculinity. And we say that really what we need is for you guys to basically just be blobs. Just be blobs. And then we're surprised when men are depressed and upset and suicidal and don't have jobs and they're unemployed and they're not going to college. Take away the role that people are supposed to play in life, and they have no role. And then they turn to negative things. Ripping on toxic masculinity ain't going to do the trick here, especially when you're providing no actual models for real masculinity out there. It's really a problem. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show continues right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll jump into the mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click the link in the description and join us.